The Redskins had day one of the minicamp today on a perfect day in Ashburn. There are fewer observations than normal because the ceremony to give Super Bowl rings to the 1987 replacement players overlapped with the start of the session. Jeremy Sprinkle got an opportunity with the first team. He ran a nice route to the sideline. Alex Smith hit him with a perfect pass, and Sprinkle dropped it. ILB Zach Brown was back after having missed most OTAs. He was relegated to the second team much of the time, as he has during most of the time that Brown has been out. Josh Harvey Clemens was in with the starters. I've been around too long to put much stock in off-season depth charts, but it will be interesting to see what Harvey Clemens' role is during training camp. Smith was sharp and in rhythm, particularly when throwing to Jamison Crowder and Josh Doctson. On one play, he fired a short pass into a crowd and Doctson was able to make the catch. It was a low throw, so it wasn't the classic 50-50 ball would like to see more of, but it still gave Doctson a chance to use his long arms to make a play. The Redskins had a large contingent of players rehabbing off to the side, including Trent Williams, Morgan Moses, and Tyen Secker, the top three offensive tackles. In the practice, the first-team tackles were third-round pick Jaron Christian on the left side and Tyler Catalina on the right. Also rehabbing were RB Keith Marshall, who seems to have added some upper body muscle, T. Jordan Reed, and RB Chris Thompson. Jay Gruden said that all of them, including the tackles, are on track to be ready for training camp. DB Kenny Laidler, who played a couple of games for the Bills in 2014, made one of the plays of the day, going high to make an interception of a deep Kevin Hogan pass. The throw was into a crowd and Laidler was able to go up and get it while falling to the ground. RB Kipri Bibbs, a dark horse candidate to make the roster, made a nice move to get a little bit of separation from ILB Martrell Spate on a short pat-in. Smith put the ball the only place it could go for the completion. RB Darius Geese made a slick little move to shake Brown and catch a pass from Smith. That prompted a loud expletive from the veteran defender. WR Morris Harris flashed on a few plays. He made a nice grab on a sideline pass from Smith. Later on during red zone work, he took a wide receiver screen behind the line and showed both speed and patience as he followed his blockers into the end zone. He seems to be a lock to make the roster, but most thought so a year ago, and he ended up spending the first half of the year on the practice squad. There was a very brief scuffle that involved Anthony Lanier. At 6'6", 285, he is not someone with whom I would want to tangle. On one play, Monty Nicholson looked good and on the next, he looked bad. First, Smith threw to Doctson on a comeback round and Nicholson put on a burst and knocked the ball away just enough to cause an incompletion. On the next snap, he and CB Josh Norman were looking at the back of Paul Richardson's jersey as Smith went deep. The pass was perfect about 40 yards downfield and Richardson made the catch. Later in the session, Doctson went to the ground after trying to make a catch in the end zone. He was a little slow getting up and WR Robert Davis headed towards the huddle to take his place. But Doctson waved him off and played the next play. Last year it seemed that Doctson was quick to come off of the field when he was a little shaken up. Perhaps he is learning to fight through the smaller issues that happen during the course of a game. Like with many other things that happen this time of year, I don't want to read too much into this, but it did catch my eye. More 2018 Redskins. Stay up to date on the Redskins. Rich Tandler covers the team 365 days a year. Like his Facebook page, facebook.com/TandlinABCs, and follow him on Twitter @TandlinBCS and on Instagram @RichTandler.